Let's talk about what everyone is talking about. So recently, Michael Porter Jr. was asked by a reporter, why the Brooklyn Nets are off to a 0-5 start. And this is what he had to say.
Well, I think it starts off with the point guard spot. It's really hard to win in the NBA when, we have a lot of rookie point guards who are going to be great in this league for a long time, but they're still rookies, and this is game 5 and they're matching up. I think the point guard position may be the hardest position in the game, and we got a lot of young guys playing that position, so it's really hard to win when that point guard spot isn't solidified. I think Ben is doing a great job picking things up, and I think Yegor, but they're still rookies. I don't think as a rookie I was ready to really contribute to winning. So I think it's going to be a work in progress. I think that's the number one thing, that as the season goes on, those guys get more experience, and we're going to become better as a team because of it. But right now, we're just working through some struggles collectively. It's not just on the point guard position. I just think that's kind of expected with, the fact that these guys are rookies and they're playing the hardest position there is to play on the floor.
All right, so there you have it. You heard what MPJ had to say. Now, this has been getting some mixed reactions on the internet, right? Because, MPJ, the first thing he said, he talked about the point guard play. He talked about, his rookie teammates, how inexperienced they are, especially at that position, how pivotal it is to team success. And, he said that's where it starts. That's how MPJ feels, in that regard. But mixed reactions. People like, what, man, why are you throwing your teammates under the bus? Other people like, man, he keeping it real. Now, when it comes to MPJ, if you know anything or you've heard anything from MPJ, in this day and age where athletes are pretty much PC, say all the right things, MPJ, he says what comes to mind, right? His opinion, whether you like it or not, like I said, disagree, agree. MPJ, he just says it, right? That's what he believes. Like, when it comes to this answer, do I think this is the most egregious thing? No. First thing people would do, or most guys would do, is immediately put it on them, right? Most people probably say, hey, it starts with me. I'm a vet, championship pedigree, won in Denver. I need to be a better leader. And then you may go into the details of, more specifics, right? But MPJ, maybe he just doesn't feel that. Maybe he thinks he's playing well. He's playing up to, his expectations, and he feels like, the point guard spot isn't there yet. Now, he didn't completely just say, oh, they're trash. He just said they're inexperienced, and when the season goes on, they'll get better and the team will get better. So that's what I think. In the comments, let me know your thoughts. Was MPJ wrong in this situation? Do you think he was throwing his teammates under the bus, or, do you agree with him?
On his memory, he had Rocker Park. At his theme, somebody needs a basket. We're gonna see him on the post. Snacks, tell me yesterday, HBC.
Man, once again, man, I appreciate you having me, man. And congrats, man, on the platform. And I say keep it going, keep doing your thing.